Hello, good afternoon, my friends. Welcome to today's episode of Daily Option Trading Ideas with TechieInvestor. And today's date is December 2nd, 2020. You are with Srini, co-founder of TechieInvestor, and I'll be your host today. Before we get started, let's take care of the disclaimer. All the information presented in this video is only for educational purposes, and the viewers of this video can use this information to making their own investment decisions. However, the viewer will be solely responsible for considering such information carefully and evaluating to make buy, hold, and sell investment decisions. Okay. So having taken care of the disclaimer, let's quickly move on to today's top three picks that we are looking at. Okay, I created a table here for you that we are looking at. The first one is we are looking at the December monthly urban 30 calls. This for an entry option price of 50 cents, and the target stock price can be 35 or more. So that is the first pick that we have for today. The second one is a snap at 47 calls for December 11th, and we have it for around 1.5, and the target of stock price could be 50 or more. The third one is the D260 calls. Again, it's a next week calls for 375, and the target is like around 270 and more. Okay. Having said that, let's look at the charts. Initially, we look at how the market is doing today by looking at the SPY and the NASDAQ, and then we look at these picks charts. Okay. Okay, as we were talking about, SPY is still in for the past few days, the SPY is still in a very tight range. If you see that it hit the higher end of the tight range formed by the trend line, and it is at that point right now. So we have to be very, very careful on what it is going to do from here. And nothing much has changed. The lower end of the end is up, moving average 20. We might see SPY vacillating between these two ranges for a while, or it could break out or break down. We are keeping a very close watch on it, and we'll update it as we see. Now let's look at NASDAQ. As we were telling the previous day, it had broke open this trend line, and it has got to the 304 level, and it has gone down below. So we have to see if it can break above the 304 level and make a very significant move, which might be very tough. But let's see what it wants to do. Definitely, it is 2 days above the trend line. Is it going to form a higher base? Is what we have to see. So we are keeping a very close watch on these trend lines and also the support and the resistances created by it, and we'll keep you posted as we see. Okay. Now going back to our charts, for the first pick was the urban. So if you look at the urban, what happened is it had gone from a lower of 2302 and to a high of 3286. So if it had made this move and then it went back, I have drawn a Fibonacci extension here. But if you look at it, it has gone down to the level of 2533. That means it made a degree of 90-degree move, Gann square of 9 from 3286, and it has been going up. It touched this line, which is 61.8, and as expected, it went down. But today, it is trying to make a bullish move. If you see, there is a engulfing bullish candle here. And what we are expecting the next move is, since it touched 61.8, the next move could be the 100%. That means it needs to break this level. So that is 3286 and above. So what we are expecting, if we make a 90-degree move from here, it will be 3282 and a plus or minus 33. So we might see that move happening very soon because it has fallen for 4 days and it has been rising for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, and if you see the trend lines are here, which is like 35, 38. Anyway, we have a long-term December. We are looking at 3 weeks from now. So we are expecting to capture the significant move. The options were very cheap for 50 cents. So we can at least make a 4x or 5x if we capture this move. The next one is the snap. The snap has been very good for us recently. We wanted this move. We saw that it had gone to. We captured the move to 47.27, but it had fallen down to 43. 43.35. That means it made a 45-degree move down. Now, what I was expecting was I was expecting it would touch 43, but it didn't. I had an alert at that level, but anyway, it went up to 46. Now, if you look at the time, it had fallen for 3 days, and if you look at the time zone, it is way over the. It should have. It's way over the time, and I expect this move to happen to at least 49.39 in the next 2 to 3 days. So that is what I'm expecting. So we have the next week calls. So that would be 8 days. So we are hitting close to it. So what we are expecting is the move to 49.76, and that could give us a double on the snap. Okay. So 50, I'm expecting snap to touch 50, guys. That's what it is. So okay. So we have it at 150, so we can make it to $3, right? That's what we are looking at. And the final one is the DE. The DE is like been vacillating a lot, but if you look at it, it has not reached the level of 270 yet. So, but if you look at it, it has gone down for 3 days and it has been going up for 15 days. So what we are expecting is a move to 270. That is what we are expecting. So if it goes to that level of 270, then we could get a more than double, right? But again, this is a little bit risky trade. I'm not sure why it is consolidating, but it has not formed a lower low than 245.96 yet, and it is consolidating at the moving average 20, which is 254.15. It touched that. It didn't touch that, but it went close to that, 254.39. So that is what we are looking at. So hopefully this makes a move next week and we could get some of it. Okay. These are the 3 picks that I have for you guys today. Hopefully you will be able to take action on these ideas and profit from them. A little bit of updates. The one update I wanted to make is Apple. Apple has crossed 123 today. There's a resistance at 124.82. But I'm planning to hold Apple at least until this time zone, which is 21. That means we're looking at 4 or 5 days, and I'm expecting this move to 136. So that is what could happen, and actually Apple could go more than that. It could go more to 157, but for the right now, let's target at 136 is the first target. So we are still holding Apple, and we are very happy with it, right? FB. FB, as I mentioned yesterday, we had a tremendous good profits in it, and we rolled our calls to next week. So again, FB also looks very similar to Apple. We are planning to hold it for the next 4 days to see where it ends up on this 21 time zone. Okay, so that is where we want to sell it off and see what it will do. So we are expecting a move above 300. 305 or something like that, but let's see what happens. Okay, that's the thing. And any other, these are the 2 updates that I wanted to give today. Okay, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you are having a profitable trading day, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's episode of Daily Option.